Let's sublimate on this Douzie. Making customized gifts is pretty easy, and I'll show you everything we need to make one of these that you can either gift to friends or you can sell in your small business. I'm actually in this chip build, so let's jump into it. Alright, so we printed out my artwork here. I use makerflo sublimation paper because I always get really nice transfers from it. And we are just doing a little fourth wing design here. You can find this on Etsy. But in order to wrap it around our cup, we do need to trim off the white excess. So we have our paper cutter here. I'm just gonna line it up. And this is really sharp, so if you're using a paper cutter, make sure you are being careful. I always oversize my templates just a little bit, just in case there's a little bit of error. Alright, we can move this aside. I also use makerflo's tape just because I think it all works out very nicely. And so we are using this 12-ounce thick version of the Douzie can cooler. I'll have everything linked down below for you. This comes with a straw. And it comes with 2 different lids. So these are always packaged really nicely. I do love how the box looks, especially with this peekaboo cutout. This is also a makerflo product. And I honestly just really like the brand. I buy from them all the time. I work with them. And all around, just a great crafting blank supply company. Alright, so let's remove this twist top here. And they have our little care card. I love that they include these. And then I'm gonna just kind of roll this out and see how it's fitting. And I just realized I made my template for the slim version and not the thick version. So let's go fix that. Okay, so we are here at makerflo's website and I have clicked on the product, the 12-ounce thick Douzie. So let's just scroll down here. And then they have a download a free template. So let's download that. I'll just download everything. So I'm gonna open up the Illustrator file because that is the program I am the most familiar with. And it gives us this really cool template here. So it's telling us that this black dotted line right here, this dash line, that is gonna be our cut line. And this yellow line, that is the art safe area. So if you have anything important, you don't want it to be past that yellow line. So let's delete that out of there. So this is the pattern here that I downloaded off of Etsy, and I'm just going to make it as big as this cut line here. So just kind of scale that. And then I know this is a repeating pattern, so then I can just copy it and double check that's in the right spot. Yep, no seam line. And then let's just make it a little bit bigger. Group those together. That looks great. And then what I'm going to do with this dash line, I'm going to click the dash line and I'm going to click our artwork and center it. So then I'm going to select that line and our artwork and come up to object, come down to clipping mask and hit make. And then there we go. So then I'm actually going to copy this and open up a new document and paste it in, and then I'm just going to delete our template file and hit don't save. That way the next time we open it, there's going to be no issues. Alright, so we have our template set up here. I'm going to add a couple more things on the bottom, that way I'm not wasting any paper, and then we can print this out. Alright, so I added some extra artwork down here so that I'm not wasting any space. So let's save this. So we'll save this as a PDF. I'm just put print. Click save PDF, and then we can close this out. So then we are going to open this with preview here on our My Mac, and I'm going to come over here to file, print, and then my sublimation printer is going to pop up. I had the Epson F100, and then I have sublimation preset. So let's go over what settings that is. I always do my scale at 100% because it's sublimation, so I don't want anything changing. For the printer options for color matching, I have it on color sync and I've selected the rigid profile since this is going on a cup. And print settings, I have fine. Here you can switch if you're going to do fabric or not. And then I have it to mirror the image. So I'll click OK. And then I can click print. And then now it's going to print. All right, we got our reprint. So let's cut this one out now. All right, so now we can wrap it around our cup. All right, let's double check this fits, and that looks amazing. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to take some of this tape, and I want to put this right up on the edge of one side of my design here, because I don't want the ink from this to bleed over onto the other side when we do our cup. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to use this little 3D printed cup holder that I made. First, I'm going to line up the bottom and then put it snugly in this. And what we're going to do with our side that's been taped, we are going to push this one down and then bring this one over. And we want to make this incredibly tight. So I'm going to put a piece of tape on the opposite side. So again, literally pulling that as tight as I possibly can. And then we'll just do the same thing, pulling it. I like to use the thicker tape for this. And I got this really cool little tape dispenser off of Amazon. And the key is you just want everything to be nice and taped down. I am definitely someone that uses way more tape than is needed, because I would rather I have too much tape than not enough. All right, and now I just want to really press down on this seam here. If you have like a squeegee or something, you can also do this too. And then now what we're going to do, we're just going to tape the bottom. Honestly, I get ghosting on the top and bottom of my things when I do a full wrap all the time, so I'm hoping this will be different. But if it's not, we're going on this journey together, and who knows. Remember, I'm human just like you. I'm gonna make it where my tape is covering is about halfway over, and then I'm just literally rolling this cup. Now there are tools that you can buy, like the Pinch Perfect and stuff, which look really cool, that can help you achieve this to get a nice tight seal. And I think I might pick one up. Let me know if you want to see that. I feel like I really struggle to push it over, you know, because we want no ghosting. This is a no ghost city. We don't need the Ghostbusters. So I'm sure some of you are cringing. Let me know what I'm doing wrong in the comments down below. Okay, and then I am just going to push this seam down best I can. All right, and now we can do the top. If you've made it this far, guess down below if we get ghosting or not. And then I think I just do the same thing. Oh no, the same thing does not want to do it. I feel like I'm definitely going to get ghosting right there because it like crumpled up. All right, and here's our cup. Hopefully I did this okay. All right, so now our cup is ready to go into our heat press. And for this, we are using the htvront automatic mug press. This thing is super awesome. I highly recommend it. I'll put a link to this down below. Okay, so for the time, we are going to do 40 seconds. I'm gonna do 45 seconds. And then for the temperature, we want it to be 365. So the press is gonna heat up, and then we can put in our tumbler. Now doing sublimation, you're working with really high heat, so make sure you have some quality gloves. That way you're not gonna burn yourself. All right, our tumbler press is ready to go. So I'm gonna do the first press with the seam up so that I know what side I've already done. And then I'm just gonna put it towards the middle there, and then hit this button. This almost kind of looks like it was a little too big for this maybe, but I think we're okay. I'm gonna do my best to not get any ghosting, so I think we're gonna do a separate press for the top and the bottom of this tumbler as well. All right, and then I'm going to literally make sure that seam is upside down. Put it back in the middle. My least favorite part about sublimating things is how long it can take. All right, so now I'm gonna pull this to, I'm about halfway here so I can get the edge. Oops, maybe this was not a great idea. Uh-oh. Hopefully I'm not gonna break this. Pro tip, check what size your tumbler press can actually handle. So this might have been better to do in an oven. I'm gonna just do half the time. Oh geez. Yeah, nope, that's not great. I don't think this is how you're intentionally supposed to use it. That's probably fine. And then let's flip it this way. To me, looking at this paper, I think it transferred through pretty well. I really hope I didn't break this because I love this thing. All right, let's let this cool and we can turn this off. We're almost ready for the moment of truth. I like to take the paper and the tape off while it's still warm, not super hot, but I don't like doing it when it's completely cooled down either. So you just want to be careful if you're doing this before it cooled down, that you're not burning yourself. We're getting a sneak peek. It looks amazing. All right, moment of truth. That looks so freaking cool. It's not too bad. Our seam could be a little bit better. So we did get a little bit of ghosting. I think I just didn't make it quite tight enough, but that's not bad, honestly. But that looks so good. And our top and bottom actually look really good as well. I'm honestly so proud of this because I think I actually kind of did a good job. So to get the paper residue off, we're just gonna clean it off with some water, but that looks so cool. Let's load this thing up. So I have the Nectar of Life here, put it in, and then this, I believe, just screws right on top, like so, and that looks so cool. But this is awesome. And this drink is not going anywhere, and this is gonna help keep it cool. So this is perfect for like backyard get-togethers in the summer or anything. Where are all my book besties at? Chime in down below. This thing turned out so freaking awesome. I absolutely love it. So excited that I finally did one of these Douzies from makerflo. They have the thick version and the slim version. These are perfect for the summer and perfect to give to gifts for your buddies and everything. Highly recommend you make some and pick some up. But let me know if you guys have any questions down below and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Make sure you subscribe to my channel to see what we're making next. I do a lot of small business tips and tricks and things that sell well for sublimation, lasers, and crickets. And if you're looking for a community to join, check out our Facebook group down below. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye!